Tonight's Leafs and Penguins game was one of those situations where what happens before and around the game kind of overshadows the game itself. Aside from the Leafs hosting tonight's Remembrance Day ceremony, it was also the annual Hall of Fame game, so we saw players honored before puck drop. There were, as always, numerous Hall of Fame representatives, and I think a moment people will remember for a long time was the honoring of Börje Salming. About 3 months ago, Salming's family announced his ALS diagnosis, with unfortunately really aggressive disease progression to the point where he's struggling to eat or speak. During the ceremony, he was supported, literally at times, by countryman Matt Sundin and teammate Daryl Sittler, and it was really beautiful. The moment especially where Sittler helped him raise his arms to salute the crowd, and you could see how much it meant to Sittler as well. And what a perfect night for him to be here as well. Salming was really the first Swedish player to make an impact in the NHL, and he undoubtedly influenced and was an icon to every Swedish player on the ice that night, and many non-Swedes as well. And I mean, look at his legacy. Tonight we're seeing entered into the Hall of Fame Alfredsson and the Sedin twins. He's next to Matt Sundin, and on the bench for the Leafs, who you can tell was also getting emotional, William Nylander. And that's why I said it overshadowed the game tonight. Not to get corny, but hockey is more than a game. Whether you play in the NHL, make it to the Hall of Fame, or you're just a fan who's never stepped foot on the ice, it connects people, and I think that's what's so great, and I'm glad that it was appreciated and highlighted tonight. Later on in the broadcast, we heard that Sittler's been spending a lot of time with Salming's family, and his family has also said that it's the happiest they've seen him in months. He will also be having a second dedicated ceremony tomorrow night before the Leafs game. And for those who don't know, Salming played only with the Maple Leafs in the NHL, aside from about 50 games as a Red Wing, and has Leafs records for most career assists, points and goals by a defenseman, and career plus-minus. He also has his number 21 retired. For those who don't know, ALS, which is also sometimes called, not as frequently anymore, Lou Gehrig's disease, is an absolutely brutal disease which unfortunately has no cure. Early stages of the disease usually see people struggling to use certain parts of their body, muscle weakening usually in the extremities or the face, which as the disease progresses leads to muscle atrophy across the entire body, to the point where eventually individuals usually lose the ability to move or sometimes even breathe on their own. Most of you will be familiar with Stephen Hawking. He had a pretty rare version of ALS which hit him at an extremely young age, but which was much more slowly progressing than some other versions of ALS. I'll include some links down in the description if you want to learn more, and I'm going to try to include a fundraiser as well, which you all can donate to if you wish. But that's all for today. I'm not going to cover the game because it was honestly pretty boring, but hopefully more uploads tonight. Anyway, until next time, guys, be safe, and I'll see you later.